A ver. Voy a hacer una ronda, creo. Creo que es una ronda nomás, sí. Y ya fue.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend. This land is but a dream. You will stay here only for a little while. Soon you will awaken in a new.
Yo llevo con un salami.
Ah, you're awake. Welcome to the world of the living. All right. You're well. Oh, one more.
What's broken now?
Salió re bien esto. Salió muy bien. Vamos a ver si. Momento de espera. Voy a comer tranqui ahora.
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the
Capaz
center of
un
the
viaje re
island
largo,
now.
¿no?
This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody megastructure. If I had a spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is incredible.
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
Como creo que voy a tener. Voy a
Have
hacer
I
un
ever
revolt acá.
mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to
Sub
fly,
5
they'd have given
minutos.
us jetpacks.
And touchdown.
Oh, comenzó bien, ¿eh?
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at
Me
least
gusta
have
cómo se ve
some
esta run.
semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't this underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system? No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file
Oh, buen
format is
comienzo.
the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. There we go.
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net? I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
A ver si salió bien esto. Si salió bien, golazo.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
A ver si me salió tan
I
bien.
have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
It's headed for the lake.
¿Cómo me costó, eh? Fue una banda.
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
Como ese por lo menos es un poquito más rápido, pero los otros a los pedazos, eh.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
Muy a los pedazos.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
X-bomb. Lloras, X-bomb.
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power. Test.
I don't.
Acá el tiempo creo el burro que me saca 2 minutos. Fácil.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Eso fue rápido.
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this? A theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze. It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same
A ver
core
si llego
principles.
antes que termine el diálogo.
Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
I have good news. What?
Oh, me salió. Che, justo.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site. But while you're there,
Bien. Bastante clean. Buen tema. Me re gusta este tema.
how many of those bloody things are there?
I think that was Pandora, which matches the other one being Prometheus.
They seem to be locked in some kind of conflict.
Might be wise to avoid getting caught in the crossfire until we understand what these entities actually are.
Interesting monument. Decorative for another puzzle.
O si
This
sale
is
esto
very
también, un
similar to
golazo,
the
¿eh?
structure where you found the schematics.
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I
Okay.
expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
Perfecto. Muy clean. Los dos primeros niveles entre todos. Entre todo clean.
One. You're
A new
Bien.
After 1K found those labs, I started thinking, where did all the tech come from? So I had a look at the serial numbers, and it turns out the answer is New Alexandria.
Oh.
Wow, I guess that makes sense. After the explosion, the colony was abandoned. Nobody ever went back for all that stuff.
We had enough to deal with. So many dead.
So that's one question answered. But how did they go from scavenged Alexandria tech to all
¿Qué onda,
this?
Matra?
How did we go from nothing to where we are now? Through the application of reason and the right tools.
Este es el tercer nivel. El tercer nivel. Este, ok.
Look at the size of that structure.
How does the material support so much weight? Is it the same stuff as the other buildings?
Bien.
Yeah, I know it looks like some type of concrete, but the molecular structure is completely different. Whatever it is, it's a lot stronger and less brittle.
Ah, los niveles salieron bastante bien.
Same material?
Bueno,
No,
When human
vamos directamente a la megaestructura.
the megastructure. It's opening.
3 receivers, 3 towers, 3 beams, as we suspected. I think this is an invitation.
Doesn't look that inviting to me.
If you consider the size of the entire structure, then that opening must be big enough to drive a building through.
Or the VTOL.
You want us to go in...
More of death? I think it looks charming.
By the way, I finished my analysis of the particle clouds. At first I thought they might be some kind of nanotechnology, but I was wrong. It's a lot worse than that. What we're looking at is a
acá
completely
tenemos el
unknown
nuevo
type
skip
and
también.
state of matter.
Así que
Completely
lo hago bien.
inexplicable within our understanding of physics.
Yakut, take us in.
Aye, aye, sir.
Have any of you ever read an ancient writer called Ian Banks?
Ahora que me doy cuenta, no tengo
Guess
el.
not. He
el
postulated
timer.
the concept of the outside
Oh,
context
posee el
problem.
timestamp. Ah, sí, 2
That's
minutos
when a
23 posee el
society
timestamp.
encounters something so advanced, so different, that they simply could not have conceived of it. That's what this is. This whole
Muchísimo
place is
timestamp.
one giant outside context problem. And we're headed right into it.
I think I can set down over there. Should I?
Please do. I can't wait to get a closer look.
Setting down.
Okay, everyone. We need to explore as much as we can, separately if need be, but stay in touch. Record anything interesting you find, and pay special attention to any clues as to who built this place and why.
The schematics we found in that lab were extremely incomplete. So if you can find any more of those, that would be great.
I think someone should stay at the VTOL just in case.
I volunteer you. See you later, Al.
Hold on a second, 1K. I think I can find an override for that door.
Maybe after that, you can help me with this elevator?
One problem at a time. What's going on with these fast structures? Okay, door should be opening. Now, about the elevator.
Actually, the elevator's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No idea where I am, but it's working.
Don't go too far. Try to circle back.
On it.
Modo es ir directo.
Looks like another set of puzzles. Same pattern, 1 gate, 3 receivers. Like some sort of fractal symmetry.
Ahora salga la primera. Bien. Ok. Nice. Complicado, pero salió. What? Eso fue raro. Dos minutos 56. Bien.
Athena.
The founder was here?
She could still be here. What if this is why she
Dale,
left to
Leo.
build all this?
Que descansa, que tengas
We
lindo
have
día
to look
mañana.
for her.
I'm reading
Gracias
some
por estar, amigo.
pretty big energy spikes. I think we better scramble.
But she could be right here, right behind the next door. I could
Gracias por tanto, Leo.
turn around a corner and walk right into her.
If she's really here, she'll still be here when we
Descansen
come
más.
back. But right now, safety needs to come first. Let's go, Byron.
You're... Oh. Damn you, but you're right.
A ver si me lo toma ahí. Perfecto. Ay. Oh. Troleé con ese salto, pero bastante bien igual.
Was that really the founder?
I think so.
It was her. For years, I've wondered what happened to her, why she left, where she went, why she didn't tell me.
If the answers are here, I promise
Si hago
you
buenas
we'll find them.
ejecuciones,
We just have to
no
be
tendría que tener
careful.
problema.
Follow protocol.
Más o menos. A ver si mejor.
All right, Take us back to base camp, Yakut.
Yes, sir. I'm getting some new readings. Looks like 2 of the northern sites are lighting up.
I think that may have been me. I suspect the
Yo creo que puede
puzzles
haber un
are
buen olor a
somehow
PB,
tied to the transport system. Like we're supposed to solve them in a particular order.
All right, everyone. Our main objective is getting back into the megastructure. 1K, I want you on puzzles. You seem to have a knack for them. But the rest of us can't neglect our secondary objectives of studying this island and understanding this technology.
You should be headed towards an island off the northern coast. The terrain's pretty rough, so be careful.
The island has another island attached to it.
Yes, it has several, actually.
How irritating.
What?
Ese fue todo mío.
You should be headed
Yo tenía un
towards an
poquito más
island off the
margen de
northern
tiempo.
coast. The terrain's pretty rough, so be careful.
The island has another island attached to it.
Yes, it has several, actually.
How irritating.
What?
Ah, casi.
But... And...
The pattern is holding. Solve the puzzles, enter the tower, speak to an entity,
Un qué buen tema.
turn on the beam. It's like she's appealing to our past.
You're on your way to an island.
Creo que me llevo a hacer uno.
Another island. Sorry, Melville. Well, it actually used to be a valley between the mountains, but it's mostly flooded now. That probably happened long before the
Timazo.
founder came here, though.
Another legacy of our ancestors.
Do me a favor, will you? Look for another one of the Founder's labs. We can't get back into the megastructure without getting to the third site in the north, but I need more information to make more fixes.
There's another one of those monuments.
Está bien. Viene bien esta rana. No. Posible tensa 21 segundos. Ay, te olvidé. ¿Quién te eso?
Halt! But there is.
Oh, no importa.
I've been thinking.
En 12
There's
minutos.
3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged, 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
"1K, please investigate the coordinates I'm sending you."
Me fue un poquito lento igual en esta.
This. As if. No.
Guarda acá el diálogo.
Melvin.
Well, I agree.
Está bueno. Para.
Are you? Yeah. There was just a. We. They don't. They. I.
Que eso fue muy raro. Para. Sí, me falta todavía. ¿Qué salía? O yo para que, no sé, si quieren mirar una película, ya vayan viendo qué película. No, arrancar no voy a arrancar. Yo creo que me miro algo mañana, debería levantarme relativamente temprano también. Le mandé un mensaje, me dijo, así que... Capaz está en el otro Discord.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice.
Lo más probable. En el Discord de él. Está de hoy temprano. La re quedó matra. Y ahí está matra.
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find it.
Oh, esto salió bastante rápido.
There's
Bastante
something I've
clean.
been thinking about. I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Rakovsky building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Kaneda. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization. And if Melville hadn't been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
Bueno, acá hay que hacer el salto ese también. A ver si sale todo bien. Sale todo bien, golazo.
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I can't imagine one person building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
I can't imagine 100 people building this.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
1K, can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you. I know... I'm...
I'm headed deeper into the megastructure. Not quite sure where I am. Seem to be right in the middle of the machinery.
Please, watch yourself, Byron.
This is incredible. I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing. I don't think this is a building. I think this is a machine.
Bien. Ok. A ver si puedo ganar a la altura. Altura. Será muy clean este. Me pierde un poquito de tiempo por el principio, supongo, pero...
We have to go. Now, 1K, get moving!
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yakut, we have
Rapidito,
no idea
rapidito,
where he
rapidito.
is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
system's going completely bananas. Energy spikes everywhere.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
¿Te salió todo bien? Bien. Bueno, esta sección la arranqué bien. Y un verde.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
Che, si llega a ser 1.22, soy top 2. Así que vamos. Vamos por eso.
Come on, get in! Get us out of here, Yakut.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right, I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
El acto 2 lo dice
Will
son
do.
40.
Good.
Bien. Buenísimo.
Well, okay. I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
Damos la vuelta.
Do not lose hope, my child. In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Here we are. Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right.
A ver si no
Thank you,
troleo
You get the VTOL ready
el
for the next
ascensor
trip.
ahora.
I'll talk to
Ya
the
lo troleé
mayor.
3 veces.
1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius.
Let's see what he has to say for
¿Cómo
himself.
sabías?
The world is full of
¿Sabes
suffering.
que
Every living organism
igual
suffers.
hubo un momento en que lo
Animals
hice,
kill
¿eh?
other animals to eat.
Abría el oso de
But it
fondo y
always
dejaba
ends
los
with
temas de ahí.
death, torn apart,
Un
or
rancio, pero bueno. Me creo con el FIFA me harté. Y por último que me habías contado. Bastante rancio la verdad. Estoy teniendo muros de Sage en Sunset. Ahora sí va a ser divertido. Ahora sí no se lo van a esperar.
See, I told you.
Founder's blessing.
Attention all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However...
Bueno, tú muchas gracias por la red. Mira todo lo que viene. Mira, ¿qué dije? Bienvenido a todo lo que viene de parte de Tute, yo soy Galar. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? ¿Qué tal el stream?
So this is what Cornelius was working on?
Bien, salió.
Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome,
Momento de Spirit Hack.
no, it's not quite that. Is
Buenas,
he trying
Bublexito.
to isolate
¿Cómo estás?
something as a
Gracias por el
buffer?
follow.
Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
Ay. Qué mío.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure.
¿Cómo es Ron? Bien, estamos en PB ahora. ¿Cómo estuvo el Osu? Mira, justo hablando de Osu, ¿no? Hasta ahora están saliendo las cosas bien, así que... Si logro el PB, si bajo 3 minutos 20 me parece, quedo top 2. Así que manteca. ¿Qué onda el Osu? ¿Tú te...?
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
De repente estaba comiendo una picadita. Como que ya se me acabó la picada, pero bueno.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
Melville? Are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
Estoy pensando, no
How's the
llego, ¿no? Va a ser
situation?
una hora.
Byron did
Esta
seems
última
to have
parte
sent
creo
the
que
whole
no.
system into some kind of
No, creo que
lockdown.
bastante largo.
I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect
Uno de los
1K
capítulos es
still
bastante
could.
largo en sí.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix.
Como roguemos de que salga
Please
todo
remember,
esto.
what matters most is finding Byron.
Estamos un poco más de la mitad del juego. Bien.
1K, I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm gonna need you to search for more.
5 segundos
Sorry
puedo.
about that.
Tengo
But
21
if we're
segundos de
gonna
time
unlock
save
all the
en
systems
esta
that aren't
parte.
responding, you'll have to connect to the data
21
stream.
segundos. Y lo puedo hacer
Possibly
mejor
more than
todavía.
once. It's the only way for me to get access.
La parte del ascensor lo hice bien. Así que probemos. Si me sale bien esto, golazo.
Alright, 1K. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the
Perfecto.
machine that makes the tetromino
Por lo
bridges.
menos.
That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't activate the tower. Look for a lab that lets you
Nice.
connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll
Con
send you
esto
the
ya
coordinates.
estoy ganando bastante tiempo. Nice.
What? The
Nice. Bien, bien, bien.
think it's safe to assume that Olympus is the entity's term for the mega structure. It looks like our best chance of rescuing
Bien.
Byron is finding Prometheus and freeing him.
Perfecto.
How do you
Vamos,
free
vamos,
a
vamos.
weird...
Me estoy sacando tiempo acá ya.
You know, I always kind of resented
Sí,
Byron
me
for
estoy
being
sacando
so
bastante tiempo.
charming and charismatic. The dashing explorer.
Bueno, 40 segundos
And
me
one of
estaré
the
sacando
first
ya.
companions, too.
Esto no tengo más secciones.
Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play. Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy. The one who says, maybe that's too much. But sometimes it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
Estaba a mi izquierda, creo.
In this area, we have an especially weird problem. Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas, and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you.
Nice.
Come find me when you're ready. What is it with the language libraries and bananas?
Really. El otro nivel. Imbécil. Me olvido de este nivel.
What?
Well, that was surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere.
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I
No me
wanted to
acuerdo
see
todo
the
lo que hay que
outside
hacer y no
world,
llego a hacer
but
supongo
even
ahora.
back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by
Sí,
accident.
seguramente le baje tiempo,
And
pero
I
no
was
una
too
hora.
nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me and we started talking.
Mucho diálogo.
He was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
Este tema me re gustó.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Nice.
If it...
Nice. No porque mucho. Esta fue la última torre.
Well, at least this part is consistent. The megastructure is opening again.
All right, everyone.
Falta después el
Assemble
viajecito.
at the VTOL as soon as possible. Melville, keep an eye on the energy readings, please. You all know I don't share Byron's enthusiasm for the megastructure. I don't know if the founder really intended for us to be here, and I certainly don't trust this Prometheus entity. But Byron is one of us, and we don't leave people behind. So we're finding Prometheus and freeing him, whether Pandora likes it or not. Here's how this mission is going to go. 1K, It's clear to me that you have some kind of special affinity for this place, and that the entities respond to you more strongly than they do to us. So, once you're inside, I want you to take point. Do whatever you need to free Prometheus, but remember
Estoy
that
un
our
poco
prime
emocionado,
objective is to save our friend.
¿Me sale bien?
Melville, I want you to stay at the VTOL and let Yakut and 1K
Vamos por
go
eso
in.
entonces.
I'm going to stay behind as protocol requires. I don't love the idea of sitting this one out. Byron is my oldest friend, but we're doing this by the book.
All right, I'm taking us in. Let's hope we can find the big guy.
Andémosle rápido.
Yay! I found another elevator. My favorite. Once again, I have no idea where I am. No sign of Prometheus so far. Hope you're doing better, 1K. I know I've said this before, but look at the size of this. How can all of this be one machine?
This is what you get when one machine
Yo
builds
fuese
a
por el
bigger
primer
machine,
nivel,
which
creo
builds an even
que
bigger machine.
hubiese sacado más
That's our whole
tiempo.
history, isn't it? The whole
Estaría
history of
capaz 3 minutos
humankind.
30 por
And it's
ahí.
not just
Con el
machines.
tiempo que perdí.
It's science, it's literature. Knowledge builds on knowledge.
Empiezan los saltos.
Be careful, 1K. We don't know what's down there.
Clean.
I don't think you can get up here, 1K. I'll take care of the puzzle. Just give me an hour or two.
Uf, buenísimo, hermano. Muy clean, muy clean.
But if this has to connect over here, then
Tengo
wait,
8 minutos de sobra
if I do
todavía.
this and then that, what? I feel really smart. Also, never doing that again.
Acá me tengo que tirar a la izquierda. Bien. Arriba de la... Casi me caigo. Nice. Qué buena, hermano. Qué buena. Qué buena. Uno más. Menos 5 minutos, vamos. Tenemos segundo puesto, muchacho.
Byron was right.
Tenemos el segundo puesto.
The
Por ahora.
founder was always a fiction. She's just a person.
A theory of everything. She solved it. She solved the last puzzle.
You need to get out of there. We'll talk about this later.
Pero no me
If
falta
the
nada
goal
más.
is a myth, and Athena never intended for us to stop growing, but everything here went wrong and Miranda died, then what's the point of all of this? Why the puzzles, the towers, the entities? What are we being tested for?
Vamos a ver si podemos hacer
Does she
el
want us
sub
to
1 hora
prove her
20.
worthy of the theory of everything?
Ya
Or
un sub
learn
1 hora
from her
20.
mistakes and reject it?
Creo que sub 20 es
I don't
un montón.
understand.
Es un golazo realmente.
Finally, it all makes
Porque si me
sense.
prendo después los otros skip de diálogo y
Anti-gravity,
la pantalla de
matter
carga,
synthesis, teleportation. It's not
le voy a bajar
just
bastante
one
más el
new
tiempo.
technology. It's control over physics. Manipulating the base layer of reality itself. Rearranging the building blocks of the universe. If we can gain control of the megastructure, we can do anything we want. I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything we want. We can go anywhere we want. It's all up to us.
Unless we fail. Unless we make a mistake like Miranda and we lose
Is everyone okay?
all good. I'm taking us back now.
That's a relief. Meanwhile, there's been a development. You'll see when you land. How are things on your end?
The energy fluctuations seem to be dying down. Looks like the system is coming out of lockdown.
Good. Let's hope we don't regret this.
And
Los
these
últimos tres.
energy clouds just fly
Bastante
about?
sí,
That
son
seems
fáciles.
terribly dangerous.
We haven't had any problems so far.
Except for losing one of the first companions, of course. No, I don't blame you, Al. I know what he's like. And I'm the one who agreed to all this in the first place. That's why I had to see it for
Bajarle
myself.
un minuto a la RAM
It
es
is
un golazo.
dreadfully
Acá. Si
imposing,
yo bajo un
though,
minuto
isn't
más,
it?
los 50
Hard to
segundos que
believe
quedan.
the founder would build something so sinister.
The mayor's here?
Well, this should be interesting.
How's the system looking, Melville? Any obvious changes?
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the founder sees you, 1K.
Perfecto. Es... Por lo menos. Bueno, acá dice que no tengo time save. Capaz tengo algo time save igual.
That is an unsettling amount of energy. I would hate to see what would happen if one of those beams was aimed at something else.
Clean.
The next area you're going to is... Honestly, it's better if you see for yourself.
Y sobradísimo tiene. Pensé que me caía. Está bien. Puede haber sido peor, la verdad. Igual sacar un minuto acá, yo puedo sacar un minuto yo creo con los diálogos. No, no hay chance. Tengo que hacer el skip de los diálogos de la nave. Ah, creo que es un skip.
So, Melville, what do you make of these beams? Do they seem safe to you?
It's a giant laser gun. What do you think?
Well put. That is why Pandora is right. There is still hope for us, but it lies in the world that surrounds us, not in a weapon capable of destroying it.
La última.
We're getting closer. I hope Byron is still okay.
Prometheus seemed to think so. Let's hope he's trustworthy.
Another
Nice.
remarkable structure. But what can its purpose be?
Actually, I can answer this one. In the Files 1K downloaded, there's a design for a launch pad for space vehicles. This is about 90% identical.
Is it functional?
I don't think so, not if the inside is like the other towers.
You
Yeah.
No baja más. Esta fue la última.
All right. It's time to do this. Let's go get Byron.
Dice que son como 2 minutos de viaje. En total. No, si esto es más rápido.
Byron always called
Me quedan
me a
12 minutos
pessimist,
todavía.
but I don't think it's pessimistic to recognize our
Vamos a ver si llegamos
flaws,
bien.
or to think the natural world is just as valuable as we are. If I was pessimistic, I wouldn't believe that we can turn our back on the old ways, or that we can find happiness in humility. But I do. I have hope, even if Byron could never see it that way.
Hablamos con el alcalde.
What? Look.
Let's go.
11
You're
minutos
coming
me
along
quedan.
this time?
Yep.
Well, what about protocol?
Screw protocol.
A partir
It's
de ahora,
Byron.
11 minutos. Quiero saltar bien para el hueco. Que salto todo bien. Pantalla de carga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pum. O no tardo tanto. Mejor. Como siente que había dicho que me pude haber sacado como 30 segundos. Creo que sí me puedo llegar a sacar un minuto, ¿eh? Vamos. Vamos con esto. Últimos saltos. Nice. Buenísimo los saltos. Muy bueno. Muy bueno. Eh, eh, eh. Esto puede ser un sub 1 hora. 1 hora 20. Dale, dale, dale. Tengo 2 partes. Nice. Clean. Dale, dale, dale. Sub 1 hora 20, dale. Sub 1 hora 20. Dale que llego, dale que llego, dale que llego. Nice. Bien. 1 hora 19. 38. Ah. GG nomás. Es un tiempazo. Es un tiempazo, la verdad. Un tiempazo. Uf. Vamos a abordar este split. Por fin será.